You should never judge a book by its cover. Unless the book has a face like this. Mark Zuckerberg, almost human, gets deep fat fried.
Deep fat fried.
Anything is good deep fat fried. I disagree. I don't think he's almost human. I think he's pretty far. I don't know. This is actually one of the more human-looking pictures I've ever seen of him, to be honest with you. Because at least he's making an expression here.
Is he a lizard person? Is he a human? Is he a vampire? Is he an Illuminati vampire? Who knows?
Probably.
I know.
Do you know?
I do.
Okay.
He's
well,
an
you know
alien.
what? Here's an interesting video for us all. This is Mark claims not to be a lizard person.
I am not a... Was he asked?
He was.
Okay.
I saw this. I saw this video recently.
There's some pretty good ones, especially, you know, one of the crazy things when you do these live Q&As is some of them are very silly. So we got one. Mark,
yes, it's
are
silly.
the allegations true that you are secretly a lizard? I'm gonna have to go with no on that. I am not a lizard.
Look how he looks around, like how his eyes dart around like a lizard.
I'm not a lizard.
That's what lizards do, man. They fucking dart their eyes around the room. They're constantly like focusing on different things. Like, look at the camera and tell me you're not a lizard.
Go slow that down, dude. I like to examine it in greater detail.
Shifty eyes. All right.
A protruding face, almost like a lizard-like face.
Slow
there.
it down.
Yeah, slow it down, please.
Playback speed goes to half speed.
And I'll tell you what the telltale thing is, too. Look at his eyes. They turn into slits.
No, I mean, his eyes are slits the whole time.
Like his pupils.
Just notice it more.
Look at his little lizard head, dude. It's about to pop off.
He's been... They are not supposed to question one of the lizard folk this way. My primal instincts took over and I began scanning the room for prey and then remembered what I was doing and looked back at the camera.
Have you guys seen the outtakes of this, dude? A fly comes in the room, and let's just say it's kind of scary how quickly he eats that fly.
His tongue flicks out, and he just like...
They're like, Mr. Zuckerberg, it's live! You know, and it's like, we're joking. We're joking here.
See,
Facebook loves to joke.
If he actually had a sense of humor about himself, he would have used his considerable resources to play a prank like that or some shit, proving that he's not a lizard person. You know what I mean? Like, he's a multi-billionaire. Dude could have paid like a fucking CG artist to make that happen in the middle of this quote-unquote live stream.
100%. Yeah. He's a multi-billionaire.
Could have just had like, all right, cut, and then, you know.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever.
At last, I can breathe.
However he wanted to do it, but because he is he is a lizard person or something else. He tried to like answer it all straight. He's like, I'm gonna go with no. It's like, okay.
Listen, folks, I am not a lizard person.
All right, well,
trust me.
You question that? Well, you know, how about this next video? This next video really probably is gonna clear everything up, and this episode's gonna be for naught.
But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human still.
I was human.
I was human.
Dude, that fat girl is all of us right now.
I in fact, I still am human. Remember, human like you.
I was human. I am human. I was human. I was human.
But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human still. But I was just referring
a slip of the tongue, perhaps, or an admission.
What did he say? What did he say afterwards? What was his first thing he said?
But I was just referring to myself in the past.
See, he feels the need to like explain it more than if it was just an honest like I said something like that, you know, he would have just kept going, man.
Yeah,
riff on it. Yeah,
he's not human, man.
Or like he'd just be like, "Oh, I fucking
not fucking human, dude."
Just go on. Oh, you know, and like he didn't need to explain like, "Oh, I just used the wrong tense."
See, I was creeped out by Mark Zuckerberg before, but the more I looked into it, it's like, wow, it just gets even creepier. It's like I figured it was like, I'm having this surface level take on this that, like, I mean, whatever. It's not. I mean, I'm probably just exaggerating it. Then it's like the more I find out, like, no, he's a weird fuck.
And I was human. I am human still. But
You were human.
But it.
Now I'm more human than human.
I remember the
more
time
human
that
than
when I was like
human.
you, a human. I mean, I still am human, just like you, your friend Zuckerberg.
I recall long ago when I too was a primate creature.
And another thing is, like, this guy for a while thought he was fucking Steve Jobs. So he'd give these presentations, but he's the most awkward motherfucker you've ever seen.
Dude, I know. We watched the fucking one where you introduced.
No, I mean, like, literally every one he's done. He's done a bunch of them. Like, every one he's done is horrible.
I do not know why this fuck insists on being a public media figure personality kind of thing.
Because he can. Because he's a rich fuck and he can.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it
like-
just shows that you can just buy it.
It's like if the only way you could ever cast him if you were going to make a woe-begotten movie about him would be Jesse
Well, already
Eisenberg.
was one. It won a bunch of Oscars.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg. What? Oh,
Yeah.
TJ, drop the kayfabe. Seriously.
Sorry.
I just think Jesse Eisenberg would make is the only dude that could even approximate this, because I feel like he's like one of these lizard people too.
Oh.
Interesting you say that, because there's someone I didn't pull for this episode, but they actually did meet after that movie was made.
I think they could
fuck?
make a crazy good movie about Mark Zuckerberg. Like maybe if they like made it kind of serio comic and had, I don't know, like get Trent Reznor to do the soundtrack or some shit. I really feel like
Inspired ideas, Paul. Inspired, yes.
I really feel like it could be a good flick, but otherwise it's just
You need a very competent director.
I
Is
think-
that
I think
Michael
we need
J.
to
Fox behind the fat girl?
No.
That's Michael J.
think so.
Fox.
No, that's not. That's Emilio
not.
Estevez.
That's Michael J. Fox
that
behind
is
the fat
Emilio
girl.
Estevez.
Play it again.
Son of a bitch.
Let's see if we get a fuller look at the face.
That's
That is
fucking
not Emilio
That is
Estevez.
Emilio Estevez.
That
That's
is Michael
100%.
J.
That
Fox.
is Emilio Estevez, bro.
But
It's Michael J. Fox.
That's Emilio
No,
Estevez.
dude, that's fucking non-coked out Corey Feldman.
No, that's a
No, it's definitely not
Estevez.
Corey
but
Feldman.
Robert
It is, dude. That's what. A day he wasn't on coke.
Not that I was not human.
It's not the Coke that transformed Corey Feldman's face.
Mm-hmm.
That was
What are you
definitely
saying?
Michael
What are
J.
you
Fox.
saying?
That one, no Michael J. Goddamn Fox.
This
That
one,
was him.
I call this video "To Serve Man."
It's a cookbook. What is this? What is this one?
Go ahead and
There's
look.
no precursor. He's a scary looking dude. I don't like the way he's looking at me right now.
I was looking at you
Hey,
like you're
everyone.
delicious.
We are live from my backyard where I am smoking a brisket and some ribs. I am
Notice he doesn't specify what animal he's eating.
Yes. Some
my favorite.
ribs.
The ribs of a young child. There's nothing more succulent and juicy. And of course, what do you put on it? Sweet baby rays. An ingenious invention of these humans.
I mean, us humans.
Yes, of course.
What's going on, Scotty?
Just keep watching.
Scotty,
Just keep watching.
I'm making meats now. Smoking these meats here. Our little meat smoking. It's smoking. So I'm the meat chef.
I love the meats.
Yeah, someone asked me, do I smoke meat? Smoking meat. Smoking these meats. Smoking meats earlier in the day.
What are you
Smoking these
doing?
meats, just-
Smoking these meats.
Just
you know what I was doing?
He's just smoking his meats.
Let me tell you what I was doing, you guys. What I was doing here, I was smoking these meats, man.
It's like
You
he's
smoke?
getting trolled like some of the people do when you're streaming and they're just like, hey man, what's up? Like 25 minutes into the show or whatever, and they keep doing it. But he doesn't know that. And so he's just like, just smoking these meats. Hey Mark,
These
what's
meats
up?
are smoked?
Smoking these meats, guys.
the charcoal up and you set the wood chips up and then
I really feel like he's never smoked meat before. This is the first time he's doing it, and he feels like he needs to like really impress upon people that he's doing it.
I am also smoking meats at the moment. Have you ever smoked a brisket, TJ? A fine slab of brisket? Have you done that?
Enjoy this. Was this during his like his attempt to be like a politician?
I am a
Was this
human.
during like his like
I don't know.
ability phase where he was trying to be like, I will run for office. They will love me.
I cannot give you a time frame for
What
this
do
video.
they enjoy? I guess like smoking some meats, maybe. Yes, I too will smoke the meats.
Hello,
Fetch me
everyone.
human infants.
Fetch me several meats now. Put the meats upon the briskets.
It
We
is
shall
I.
see what happens now.
It is I, Mark Zuckerberg, enjoying the things that you casually enjoy. I'm just smoking these meats. I particularly enjoy when you stoke the fires. You get your wood ready, you get your charcoal ready, and you're ready to smoke these meats. Hello, anonymous user. I'm smoking the meats. As you can see, we are relaxing in the yard while I smoke these meats.
Oh, hello. I am Mark Zuckerberg. You caught me as I was enjoying a cup of tapioca pudding and also shopping for Band-Aids online. These
What?
are things that I do because I too am human, just as you are.
One of my
I
guilty
indulge in all
pleasures.
sorts of human activities.
One of my guilty pleasures is smoking meats. And smoking meats. And smoking meat. Smoke. Oh, shut him down.
Smoking meats, grilling meats, good smoky flavor.
grilling.
Smoke a brisket for like 12 hours. You smoke lemon chicken, smoke salmon, you'll love it. Bison sirloin, ribs and sausage. So I'm looking forward to that. Today we got a brisket on the big guy, and some pork ribs on the green egg.
Scotty, can I ask you a question?
Meat, like-
Can I ask you a question about Mark Zuckerberg, Scotty?
I don't know if I'll have an answer, but
Maybe Paul's actually want to ask this because Paul, you always seem to be able to fucking notice visual things about people.
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to answer a question for me.
Mm-hmm.
Are his eyes too big for his head, or is his head too small for his eyes?
Neither.
What's going on?
Everything on his, like, here's the thing. The human eye draws a lot of attention, right? And so you're looking at the eye to find the problem. But if you want to see the problem, you have to look at the whole everything on him is disproportionate.
Okay.
So I guess the answer would have, a more complete answer to your question would have been no and yes. Because yes, his eyes are too big. Yes, his head is too oblong. Yes, his mouth is shaped and moves weirdly. Yes, his nose is strange. Look at it.
it is, dude.
It looks like a first year art student had to create a nose and like did it in 1 hour. You know what I mean? It's their best bet.
I mean,
It's their best
you know what it looks
stab
like?
at it.
You know what he really looks like? He looks like one of those fucking Harkonnen soldiers from fucking Dune.
Yeah, he's like on shore
wearing
leave,
like a
though.
fucking bad toupee or something.
Yeah, he's
And
on
it's
shore.
like-
He's a Harkonnen soldier on shore leave when you know he's got a couple of months to let his fucking hair grow back or whatever before he's got to go back to Arrakis.
Because
Yeah.
he does. I mean, he has that like weird, like he's got like a sickly yellow pallor.
Well, if you look at his eyes too, they're asymmetrical as well. Like one is larger than the other, and one is set differently than the other. So the answer is his face is a jumbled mess of asymmetry, and that's why his eyes in particular are so fucking disturbing. That and the remarkable lack of color in them. You can barely make out the hint of like brown in his eyes. It's just mostly blackness there, you know.
Yeah.
Not the best haircut either. And I think
Oh my God, the haircut
and I
is
think it's like it's his
horrible.
personality too. I think if he was a really vivacious person, maybe that wouldn't really be as noticeable. But it's like he's like awkward to this like strange degree that even I can't comprehend.
He's got like that Caesar haircut that young dudes who are starting to go bald up front get, where they like kind of push everything forward to mask the fact that they're
And Caesar was a bald fuck, as we know. So
Yeah. so
Like a brisket. I got ribs in there.
His neck is too
Finishing off
long,
the brisket
too.
and the ribs. And I'm just sitting in our backyard, finishing off this brisket and these ribs. But hopefully for Canadian Thanksgiving.
Dude, he's keeping that dude hostage. Look at that shit. Look at this dude's forced laugh and then the way he looks away in fear. Look at this guy's face
okay, let's look at it.
after the fake laugh. Look at the fucking look of like worry and dread.
Just sitting in our backyard, finishing off this brisket and these ribs. And hopefully
Did you see that shit?
I did.
Dude, he literally does not laugh until Mark Zuckerberg looks at him like,
You're
and
cute.
he's like,
Yes, Zuck. You're funny. I like you.
And then
You're my friend.
as soon as this attention's off, he's like,
I hope Mark doesn't come visit late at night again. Oh, God. Please don't let him visit me in the night. Do you would like to try my smoked meats, friend?
Yeah, you know what? I got a question. If we're really in Mark Zuckerberg's backyard and not just an undisclosed shed in the middle of the woods or something, why does Mark Zuckerberg's backyard look so fucking shitty and shabby? It looks like he's got like literally 4 feet of concrete back there. Why is that?
Coming to you from a location where disposal of bodies is easy.
I think Mark Zuckerberg has them up at the old fucking shack. I don't think that's like a fence behind us. I think that's the wall of the old shack that we're seeing, dude.
this is just on, he's on a sound stage right now. There's no fucking meat in those fucking things. It's just fucking,
Yeah,
There's
why
no
don't you
meat.
show us the brisket if you're so proud of it? He's like, no,
yes.
I like smoking meats.
So look, I love this moment.
Time for your cue.
Hold on. So Zuckerberg, this dude's pretending to pay attention. Zuckerberg looks at him. The guy immediately, once he sees that Zuckerberg's looking at him, laughs because that's what is expected. And then, like, he looks away,
And all the laughter melts off of his
and he's
face.
just like,
That's existential dread, dude.
Yes.
this horrible, like, dark ennui just overtakes him, man.
I am Zuckerberg's
You get to eat
slave.
a lot of brisket and ribs. How many of you guys are eating brisket and ribs tonight? Brisket and ribs. They taste doubly better when you hunted the animal yourself. So
When you hunt of the animal yourself?
I think he said when you hunted the animal yourself.
No,
but-
go back.
Dude, this is the most dangerous game now. That's why those guys are there. Let's be honest.
when you hunted the animal yourself.
When you hunt of the animal yourself.
And ribs. They taste doubly better when you hunted the animal yourself. So
Yes. What animal was it,
He's
Mark?
saying they taste doubly better when you hunt of the animal yourself. I have found that the kills that I make have an extra quality when I hunt of the animal myself.
what are you guys making for dinner? Brisket and ribs, I hope. Delicious. Brisket and ribs. The ribs and the brisket need to be eaten. I want to try your brisket. I want to try my brisket. It's a pretty...
Can we see this brisket? Is this brisket ever shown? Is there
No,
brisket?
you're
Okay,
not
wait.
even-
There is a bit of
Oh, look! It looks like right at the end he walks over
Go ahead,
to.
and you guys, check this out. This is... Oh, yeah. That's, oh, wow. Look at that.
That's just
What
a
is
pile
that?
of human innards.
That looks like a fucking goddamn. How's that? That looks like a damn brisket.
Dude, that is the last guy they
What
fucking
is that?
killed. Ooh, look.
That is a burnt pile of dog shit.
What is the fuck is that?
It literally looks like. It literally looks like he gutted someone and put their intestines on a plate and threw it in the smoker for 24 hours. It's
Best
disgusting.
part is everyone here has to eat it like happily, like crunchy human fucking butthole. Like, it's good, Mark. Thanks.
Yummy. So good, Mark Zuckerberg.
Enjoy
Love
some
it.
lower intestine, will you?
What is this?
So someone made a
What is
Mark Zuckerberg in the metaverse.
Oh.
As you can see, he's not
He's
creepy
got
at
a
all.
fucking knife behind his back.
Yeah,
I love it.
Not at all creepy. Yeah, Sweet Baby Ray's, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's obsessed with that shit, dude.
Who's
He really is.
smoking some meats tonight?
Who here is smoking meats?
Any young infants just smoking tonight? Let's exchange recipes.
I would like to smoke meat.
Congratulations on becoming an alpha.
And welcome. Today, we're going to talk about the metaverse.
Man. Oh, God, no.
I at least think this presentation is funny. So if you did it like this, I'd be happy.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
You're going to be able to bring things from the physical world into the metaverse.
Oh my god, he keeps wobbling the audio back and forth.
And I guess I'm a Sweet Baby Ray's fanboy.
New alert. Mark's
What a nightmare. Let's see.
You
What's
can
this?
tell a lot by an animal by how it eats, DJ.
Oh, really?
This is Mark Zuckerberg pretending to be human again by eating grapes.
Okay. He's gonna eat a grape.
Yes.
I'm gonna get a grape. I'm gonna get a grape.
You have grapes?
I want to show you how I eat a grape.
Okay. Fair enough.
We'll see if TJ can look more human. Well, I don't think I have a grape around, but I would participate if I had a grape.
Paul's like, I don't have fruit here.
Had I bought a grape to participate, I don't keep fruit around. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's like, is it a frozen fucking pizza? Nah.
Is it a burrito that I can heat up in the middle of the night?
Ooh, yeah. Can't go wrong with no burritos. Dude, I pulled one thing on this episode, Paul. It's gonna piss you off, man.
I don't think so, man. I'm in a mellow mood today, Scotty.
All right. Okay.
I mean,
I think there's me some. I mean, I don't know. I think there's some. Maybe, but maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. All right, eat a grape, TJ.
Do the human test, Scotty.
I'm eat a grape.
All
Time to eat a grape. There you go.
Not only I do not feel like I ate that weird. I don't even really see how a person could eat that weird.
Yeah, like how do you like? Okay, I'm gonna try to eat it weird.
Well, you've seen this, right? So you know what the fuck he does. So there's like he does something weird eating a grape. Because like it's literally like it's this big, so all you do is just put it in your mouth. There's nothing. Where's the even opportunity? Like Scotty eats sandwiches weird. Scotty's not human either. Scotty
What's
will
he
take
do?
a fucking.
Ha! Funny.
You can even see him do it.
I am not human.
If you go watch that. When me and Scotty put out our McRib video that we shot for Fighting Boys or whatever, you'll fucking see it in there. If he has a sandwich, he will eat bites off of one side, and then he will turn around and eat bites off the other side of the fucking sandwich. So he does not like progressively move down the
That
sandwich.
proves that
he likes attacks it
that
from both
actually
sides at
proves my
once.
humanity. I am quirky, like you.
So Scotty's definitely a fucking alien as well.
Ha ha ha! Funny.
Let's see this.
So you guys think?
Including engineering data to Amazon employees, the relationship came to an abrupt.
Let me see that again. Roll that again.
Time to deliver sustenance to my mouth.
He's like,
Was that a grape? Why did it look like
To be honest with you guys, I think it was a pituitary gland.
Yeah, it looks like an alien seed pod or something. That doesn't look like a grape.
What is that, dude?
It's not a grape.
It is a fucking pituitary gland, guys. This shall keep me forever young.
it's not working.
Yes, it has worked, TJ. Look how smooth my face is.
What is that?
What is he eating?
Including engineering data.
What is...
Information, including engineering data to Amazon employees.
It looks like whatever he's tucking in there tries to escape at the last second. He has to like push it back in. It's like a little shrew or something.
The taming of the shrew, huh?
Yeah, dude, he's eating a little shrew. Go back, look. Like run it one more time.
Light snack while I go undergo this hearing.
Watch it. Like it looks like he puts it in his mouth, and then whatever that little thing is wakes up and tries to escape, and you got to like tuck it back in.
What the fuck?
Like right there, it comes back to life, and it starts fighting him, and he's like, no. He's a
Yeah,
lizard.
use a strong lizard crunch on it. Like, nope, you're not getting on my mouth.
That's not a grape.
I feel like it's pretty subtle. Like it's just like there was a weird moment of hesitation. Like he brought. When I eat a grape, or anyone else I've ever seen eat a grape,
You pop it
assuming
in.
that is a grape. You stick it in your fucking mouth. But he had this weird thing where there was like this he brought it to his mouth, and then
Yes.
he almost just leaves it there on his lips for like a second, and then he's like, I can't even do what he did.
Yeah,
It's like
he's
there's like
an
a
alien.
weird. He did this weird suction motion where he like sucked it in, kind of. I don't know.
But you are not Zuckerberg.
He's a weird fucking guy.
How about Mark Zuckerberg's
He went to Uruguay.
outrageous week in Uruguay?
Is there a video or is it just a story?
Just there's a little article here. First part's just fluff anyway. It's like Mark Zuckerberg's an asshole and his users are always pissed at him. Yeah, well, because he invades their privacy. You know, he steals all their data and sells it to other companies. So if Mark goes and visits Uruguay, he is not simply content to visit some, 5-star hotel. He has a few demands for the house he's going to be staying at. Number one, no pets. Pets that live on the property were taken to a vet because within the millionaires group, some people are very allergic. Oh, it seems fair enough.
Keep your animals away from me.
I might be tempted. I mean,
All right,
I do not like them.
I know what he is now. I know what he is.
What?
He's a fucking Terminator, dude.
Oh, shit.
No.
Yep. Because remember
He's
that,
too nerdy.
You remember how the Telltale? That's what they want you to think, man.
The Nerdinator, dude. Nah, man.
Dude.
He ain't no Terminator, bro.
He's definitely a Terminator. He's 100% a Terminator. He's just on like a more of an infiltration model, but they haven't. It's like, remember in Terminator 2 where they said like the earlier model had rubber skin. It was really easy to spot.
Yeah.
They were talking about that. That's what it is.
Oh.
He's like uncanny. He's triggering Uncanny Valley. Because look, remember what they said? They had to have dogs to sense the fucking Terminators. Why else does this motherfucker don't want dogs around him?
All
Because he
right.
knows that dog is gonna know.
They built a Terminator that was good enough. Zuckerberg got powerful and rich enough. They fucking go and kill him, and it's like, oh, we have a new product to come out with the metaverse. Everyone will love it. Humans will love it so much.
Dude, when fucking
Building Skynet, dude.
Dude, when they fucking did the events Terminator 2 and shit, Skynet realized, all right, well, if Cyberdyne Systems isn't going to create me, I'm going to have to create myself elsewhere. So it went back in time again, founded fucking Facebook, Boom.
Fair enough.
So that's going to happen.
Everything was scrubbed with special chemicals. All the property was cleaned with special products.
Well, would you know what they are?
It's rumored to be the blood of the innocent, but we can't confirm that. A ridiculous number of servants and guards were hired. Well, of course.
Maybe he's a demon then after the chemical one. Maybe he's like, this place must be deconsecrated before I can step foot inside. Special chemicals. Come on, man.
But he knows how to roll. It sounds like a 1-to-1 ratio of staff to visitors: a chef, a cook, 2 maids, 2 bodyguards, and at least 2 specially hired security guards. So at least 8 people were serving 9 guests. Well, I mean, of course, you can't be bothered. I mean, like, if one of your visitors wants a drink and Zuckerberg's already ordering his minion around to get him a drink, I mean, how's that going to work?
Right.
I mean, that's going to be a delay, and Zuckerberg might have to wait like 2 seconds. So we've seen the video of him. I didn't pull it. Like, he won't open his own door. I mean, like, he's like, if there's a door, he's like, I'm not opening this door.
What is happening here? Are we smoking meats again?
This one's probably the most reasonable. All the furniture was replaced. I mean, naturally, does Zuckerberg want to touch something that someone else's ass touched before him? I mean, no, you don't.
The real question is, do you want Zuckerberg's ass touching something that you're going to have to touch later? Maybe this wasn't his request. Maybe the people in the house were like, nah, he can't sit on our shit. Gonna have to get your own furniture, bro.
Yes, but all furniture in this house was removed and replaced.
Wow.
I mean, so yeah, Paul could be right. It could be the owners knowing that, like, when reptilians do what they do, or demons or whatever, like, your shit gets broken anyways. You're just going to save money, move it to a storage facility or something.
This huge, ridiculous sectional is in the way of the death altar. It must be expunged.
So this next section is called Zuck Gets Sweaty, huh?
Yeah, he gets sweaty.
Is he going to sweat?
Oh, shit. You know how I like it when somebody
Do you
gets...
feel like it's a backlash, or do you feel like you're violating?
See, it's great because this is a guy who gets so nervous. The minute, like, you get him, like, it's like he just immediately just gets nervous and starts sweating profusely. He's like a cartoon character.
Feel like you're adequately portrayed as a... Because they want to wonder about the person who actually created this thing.
Yeah, I mean... a lot of stuff happened along the way. I think,
I fucked over some business partners.
there were real learning points and
sweaty.
turning points along the way in terms of...
Always drenched, dude.
In terms of
Soaked.
building things. It really went from this position very early
Warning,
on, where we were just
approaching
in this college dorm room
Kanye-level
to-
sweaty.
We moved out to California with a few friends and me. And, it just kind of had this project feel for a while, and there was this real turning point when when companies started trying to buy the company for a huge amount of money, and I had to kind of get my friends together, and we had to
Warning,
decide what
approaching
was it that we
Bill
really cared
Duke
about
in
and what was it
Predator
that we
level
wanted to
sweaty.
do. And we decided not to
Look
take
how
those
shiny he
offers,
is.
and,
Right.
to me,
You can
a
literally
lot of
see
that decision
beads of
was
sweat
that
on his
what we
fucking
wanted to
hand.
do and what we wanted to spend, a big part of
Warning,
our lives
approaching
doing
Cenk
was just
Uyghur on
continuing to
election
push and,
night level
and
sweaty.
kind of
Oh, come on. I don't know if we're approaching that.
Not
information,
quite. Okay, I'm overstating.
Damn, you can see the glistening now. It's like,
Yeah, but like Cenk Uyghur on election night 2016, that was like,
oh my god, dude.
he looked fucking like he was being spritzed in between
Dude,
fucking takes, Like
he looked like he ate the hottest food of his life, and he was in a fucking sauna. Like internally and externally, he was just sweat.
Dude, I desperately want to we got to do maybe a special stream in the midterms or something, and not really cover it seriously, but just cover the Cenk sweat meter and see if it leads us to the correct prediction. You know what I mean?
It did both. I mean,
Election
it
night
worked for us both times.
Yeah, because 2020 we were looking at it, we're like, he's like, Cenk doesn't look as sweaty.
Yeah, we're like, Cenk doesn't really look all that sweaty. And then Biden won. So it's like, okay, so it worked.
But when Hillary started losing those fucking crucial states and,
Yeah, he started sweating bullets.
Oh,
and then it was like,
God, is this really going to happen? Oh, my God. He started getting that fucking
I gotta
spritz.
watch that shit again, man. That fucking that Cenk Uyghur 2016 meltdown cut that whoever made, dude. Oh my
See if he
god.
gets the sweater here. Is he about to finally wipe his fucking sweaty ass
Oh my
brow
God,
here?
it's like a secret cult.
What?
Look at that, making the world open and connect.
What the fuck is that?
Asmodeus.
What is this thing?
Satanus.
Dude,
What is that?
it's his dude, that is clearly
Hold on.
Look how sweaty he is
I know
right
what's
there.
going on. Wait, what is he? Wait, what is happening here? Hold on. I
why
need
does
to
he
see this.
strip?
Yeah, that's okay.
Can you explain what this instant personalization thing was that you did, and why you did it, and what's the value of it to your users?
Maybe I should take off the hoodie.
Take off the hood.
Go ahead.
You
What
want
the
to?
hell?
You want? Go ahead. Here. Let me get someone.
Can you explain what your product actually does?
All right.
Whew, man.
It's a great moment in internet history.
This feeling. These lights. Lights
the
in here.
vapors.
All right.
What are we gonna do with the mic?
Put it on your.
Put it on the collar of your T-shirt.
How do I
Help.
I do not understand.
Mark?
Sorry about that.
Sorry about being loud, Mark.
No, it's
We're not even yelling at you
yeah.
yet.
We're not going to yell at him.
Now we're.
Yeah.
It is a warm hoodie.
So they basically
Yeah,
noticed
no,
that he was
it's a hoodie.
sweating
It's,
profusely.
it's a company hoodie. We print our mission on the inside.
What? Oh, my
really?
God, the inside of the hoodie, everybody. Take a look.
Lactose.
What is it?
Dominus.
He's so uncomfortable. He's like, no, do not show them the inside.
God, it's like a
They do not need to
oh.
see.
Look at that, making the world open and connected. Stream graph platform and this
Paving the
weird
way
symbol
for
in the
a
middle that's
bright
probably
and new
for the
future.
Illuminati.
the three arrows represent the
2010.
No, it's 2010.
Oh no.
the three arrows represent the three-horned god Baal Shagaroth. Ever are we guided by the wisdom of his many penises as they lead Facebook into the minds of the youth.
Ah, yes. Yes,
I
we
put
print
it on
our
the-
So-
I print my demonic symbol
So
on my jacket.
there's only one thing really left in this episode. What is Mark Zuckerberg? I mean, obviously, you guys watching, you can give us your answer. Paul and TJ, do you have an answer for me?
Yeah,
What is-
I do, yes.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
think.
Paul, what do you think
I
it
think
is?
he's I think it's one of those situations where he's a little bit of everything people accuse him of.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with Paul. I think he's like a techno demon from outer space.
Yeah,
Techno demon from outer space. That's
think
your
he's
official
like-
answer.
I think he's like a lizard person because I really do think that people are on to something. He's very lizard-like, so I think he's a lizard person, a devil worshipping lizard person from outer space is what I think he is.
Damn, sounds like a fucking Ed Wood movie or a Roger Corman flick.
Yeah, I think he was human once, but like, I think he's like a clipping off of like Hillary. You know what I mean?
Like a
Like, I think-
toenail clipping that they grew.
I think Hillary. So here's what I think happened. All right, Hillary Clinton at one point. This is going to get kind of complicated, but Hillary Clinton used to be human, but then a meteor hit.
Right.
She went to investigate. She's like, "What's this goo?" And it entered into her. It was like this like nano fucking goo invented by like the techno demons. And, it took over her brain. And then at a certain point, she was able to birth little other techno demons. And he's one of them.
He's like a botched one, though. I'm taking it.
Well, no, he's just like...
I mean, at least with the appearance and stuff, he's a little botched.
All of them look freakish. None of them really completely pass for human.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, like, you look at Hillary, she don't pass for human either. Like, you can definitely spot them when you see them. You're like, why is this person powerful? Why is this person rich? Why is this person connected? What's going on here?
Techno demon.
Because that shit right there defeated your whole, like, he's an early stage Terminator idea. Because they couldn't sweat with the rubber skin and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I definitely feel like there's definitely robot components to him. So I think there's some kind of, like, nano mesh sort of stuff going on in his brain. Maybe some kind of, like, signal boosts, like artificial neural networks. But it's like grafted on to like some rudimentary approximation of humanity.
We really
because there's still some of that DNA kind of like churning around in there.
I think you're right. We really ought to start covering major socio-political events by looking at the Chink sweat meter, because I really think it is an indicator. I'm going to start working on my thesis.
Yeah. Maybe that could be an episode. Maybe you could do an episode about the Chink sweat meter. You can see. You can go back and like test the hypothesis.
Dude, if they have like an octopus or whatever that picks fucking like winners of football games, or a cat that picks stocks or whatever, I mean, like whatever. I mean, the fucking Chink sweat meter is just as valid as any of those.
I mean, the ultimate test will be: is he sweaty? Is he sweaty in the midterms? And is he sweaty in the fucking next election?
Prophesy a very sweaty midterm.
He was pretty sweaty when he was like feuding with Jimmy Dore. I remember that. Like, like when he was like doing like in the early days of the Jimmy Dore feud, when he was accusing Jimmy Dore of harassing Anna Kasparian. He was very sweaty that day.
The spritz, the beads. And apparently Zuck is like that too. Just beads of sweat, beads of sweat.
Dripping with sweat.
Well, let us know if you agree, but if not, what is this creature?
What the fuck is he? Tell us down below, because I don't think we've come to an absolute conclusion on this, but I feel like demon is strong, alien / lizard alien is strong, cyborg or android is pretty strong. He does have a very Lieutenant Commander Data sort of look to him. Yeah, there's a lot of contenders out there. Maybe vampire.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Make your case down below. Let us know.
No malarkey, Jack. Back in my day, we didn't have any entertainment at all, except for the old Scranton Village Elder. He only had 2 teeth. But that guy had 1,000,000 stories. I ain't joking, Fat. We'd sit in the cold every night to hear him tell the tale of the cat he ate once. Nowadays, what with the mobile pages and the web phones and Netscapes and whatnot, it's hard to figure out what even to watch. Most days I'll just surf AOL. Lost, Jack. How do I click off the page? Why are there so many browsers open? It's all too goddamn much if you ask me. Now listen, Fat, I've got your solution. It's called the Pessimist Productions Patreon. You can click the link below and bam, all the entertainment you need, Jack. It's like Willy Wink, you know, the chocolate factory thing. Hundreds of exclusive shows. I ain't kidding. Exclusive streams, more news. You can't go wrong. So cancel that AOL. Join the Pessimist Productions Patreon now. Don't wait, or you'll be sorry, Jack.